I'm sure there's probably some inside reference that I'm not getting in your remark, but
Yeah.
it's just like I just can't understand it. This fucking guy that I play when I go to bars to sing karaoke, there's this guy that goes there who goes by the name U.S. Grant.
Hey boss, we're live. I should have told you that.
Uh-huh.
Okay, as long as
I don't care.
right.
If you're I'm telling you, this guy,
Right.
I probably shouldn't say the name then because we're doing this thing, but
Too late.
anyway, my point
bad.
being, this guy sings Elvis songs, and he wears they're supposed to be cowboy boots, but they don't have a cowboy boot heel on them, and he hand painted them with the American flag sort of decal, like stars and stripes on the boots.
Right.
And wears shirts that are like a half American flag, and he is, without exaggeration, again, 3 times he's told me that next week is the week it's happening. That Trump's coming back. He's going to march back into Washington and take back his presidency, and he's going to. Sorry for saying this. He's going to redress the grievance that we all have, but until he told me, I didn't know we had, with the cabal led by the Vatican. It's the cabal that's led by the Vatican and the royal family of England that has been stealing gold bullion from the rest of the world since the turn of the 20th century.
Right.
And
those devils.
37 semi-loads of gold bullion from the Vatican alone, Mike.
Right.
And
hey, I've heard of 37 semi-loads from the Vatican, but I didn't know it was gold bullion.
No, you didn't, but you did know that it was your grinder handle.
Right. Thank you. Hey, I'm just saying, when I see the layup, I'm going for the hoop, Mike. I'm going. That's a strong move. I want to ask you, Mike. You know how
that's known in gay circles? Isn't that known as driving to the rim?
Yes.
Isn't that a rim job? Like,
thank you.
Glossary wrong, man.
Thank you. Thank you for heterosplaining. Mike, you know how a closeted gay guy will like overdo it with how much they like girls? So, posters and
what does Mike know about?
Talking about pussy and, like they overdo it. Do you think that guy is overdoing his patriotism in some sort of like closeted anarchist?
I wish he was smart enough that I could believe that
what guy are you talking about?
There's some kind of long con that he's working. No, he believes that the Vatican and the British royal family have all the gold in the world.
Right. Let me brief Ned.
And he says, how are you going to like getting 3 times your Social Security from now on?
Excellent advice. Always solid. Ned, it's a guy from karaoke who makes his own USA gear, believes in some awesome theories. Mike's getting financial advice. We're all going to be rich.
Sort of like a guy back in the 40s wanted to assassinate Hitler because he thought he was soft on Jews.
Right. I'll brief everyone else. You are tuned into the Open Mic Comedy Show. It's Monday nights at 8 p.m. on the YouTube. And everyone on the screen is just grateful for the audience tier.
That's true. We are.
The Longshores may be here and will be our VIP guests. We have VIP prizes, loads of fun ahead. And just...
and me.
Yeah, Ned Rice and a cherubic Mike Langworthy. Buckle up, motherfuckers. This one's going to be huge.
I'm not cherubic. I'm actually swollen because I'm allergic to strawberries.
Right. I needed a joke to get some laughs. Or at least wind you up.
You just stopped that joke there.
You're right.
But
Good luck
here's
with
the
that,
thing.
Chuck.
We've got a hell of a show. I'm doing a show on Wednesday, a live show in the Denver area at Giordano's, which is on Broadway. If anybody is listening and is also going to be in the Denver metro area
Yes.
on Wednesday, I am going to be there doing a 10-minute spot, and it's new material night. And I've decided to open with this joke. I know what you're thinking. This guy's old as fuck. The only new material he should be shopping for is a casket lining. That's not helpful, people. It's not. That's going to be my opening line.
I'm just going to point out we had the Longshores and they left. I'm sure it's nothing to do with the quality of that joke, but
no.
there was a comedy opportunity right there. Sorry, sir.
It might have something to do with the quality of that joke. They've been listening to their son for years. Maybe the joke,
Hello!
joke might have been too funny for him.
Wow. Now
Hey,
with
let's
100,
get it all out of our system before James gets here.
now with 100% more zing, it's the open mic comedy show.
Hi, everybody. Did I miss anything?
No, God, no, James. Hell, you didn't miss anybody making fun of you. God, why would you even think that?
Who would do that?
Hot new theme song, I'll tell you that.
Mhm. Why don't you just sit down and take Bucharest?
Brava.
That would be Romania of you.
Yes, the Romania 5 minutes of your set.
Hello.
Hello.
It was there. It was there.
Check.
Yeah, that's a
Checkmate.
fair ball. That's a fair ball. It's still in play.
Yeah.
That's cherubic wit, y'all. Cherubic wit.
I have a cherubic wit. And Paula, just so you know, I heard that other comment that you made.
Well, I was just testing if your hearing aids were working still. They are.
Here we
Oh,
go.
Here,
right?
man.
So I must be deaf. Is that what you're saying?
Here we go.
I can't tell because I'm too fucking old to hear you. Hey, but anyway, welcome to Open Mic, right, Chuck?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and get started without the introduction tonight because
We've foregone the whole opening credits.
yeah, we're not even going to do that. We're just
No Gladys. Gladys has.
our legion of fan on.
Chuck had a joke there.
Gladys already closed up her register,
Oh, but geez,
right?
that
just
is interesting. That she
Told the door guy, let him in. It's big night, and I believe she's ready to have a cocktail.
Yeah, good for them. Although when she says cocktail, she means two different things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why do I always come in the middle of stuff like that?
Oh, Shirley Longshore is here now.
Yeah.
Stop calling me
She
Shirley.
is delightful. The Longshore
Stop calling me
parents are
Shirley.
delightful. They support their son in everything he does. Anything that just keep him off the continent. That's all they're thinking.
That's our deal. That's our deal.
You can. Just don't come back from Europe, James.
Other side of the world.
Just keep telling him it's going well.
Hey, you know what? There's a big time difference over there in Romania. You know, when it's midnight here in Denver, it's 1953 in Bucharest.
Damn, he's on fire.
He's been Mike Langworthy. Thank you very much. Good night, everybody.
Yeah. Opens at the close, y'all. He opens at the close.
I'll be here all week.
Don't
I'll be here
forget
all
to
week.
set
And
your
by the way,
jokes
weeks
back.
are 7 days long here in America. Anyway, we've got a show for you. I feel a little misty, to be honest with you, Chuck, because
Me
we've
too.
been doing this
brother.
every week for what, a year and a half almost?
Did you say
Yeah.
Misty? Look at me.
What, you want me to say Misty for you?
That was my Johnny Mathis impression.
Right. Up at E.
Look at me.
John Biner did the best. John Miner did the best impression.
Robert Klein did a pretty good one too.
He did too.
Yeah.
You ever see his bit about auditioning for a Broadway show? That was hilarious.
Who, John Biner or Robert Klein?
No, Robert Klein. Robert Klein says, you ever audition for a Broadway show? You walk on stage, there's 1,000 people there. You walk out on stage and you give the music to the piano player and you go, okay, now, what a day this is. Thank you.
Not far from the truth.
No, not. And he also did a bit that on the Mike Douglas show, I ask you to believe, that could never get on television today. Which was about his mom. First of all, it started with him walking on the streets of New York. He's walking on the streets of New York, and the women especially are so paranoid about being attacked on the streets of New York that he has to go, just walking down the street, not here to rape you. Excuse me, goodbye.
Whoa.
That was the actual joke. And Mike Douglas show, for those of you who are too young, or say grew up in a part of the country where you couldn't get television.
Or in Romania.
Romanian, perhaps, say Bureau of Indian Affairs lands. I don't know. I'm not saying. Just saying there are places in the country where it was harder to get television coverage than it was other places. But that's neither here nor there. The point is that he did this bit about how his mom was so scared about letting him go to the bathroom in public when they were in Manhattan, that she would stand outside the men's room and wait for hours until the right-looking man would come by, the straight man would come by. Would you please take my son into the bathroom?
Wow.
And in the actual bit, it was the closing of his bit. So he'd go, and the guy said, yes, ma'am, I would be happy to take your son into the bathroom. I know how dangerous the streets of Manhattan are these days, and take me to the bathroom. And as soon as the door closes, he goes,
Wow.
and then the band goes, da 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 da. I'm gonna be over to talk to us in a minute, but first, while your mom is puking into a wastebasket, anyway, so usually, Chuck, I don't know if you're aware of this, but I usually like to start the show with 8 to 10 minutes of hilarious stand-up comedy of my own, just to set
right. Tonight you exceeded
well, the time limit, yes.
Expectations. You're
well, certainly expectations.
Fuego.
Most of the people on the show have seen me before, so they have no expectation.
Right. Way to save it for the last day.
I always thought that would be a good idea. It was until tonight, I was always worried about overshadowing you. I don't know why. It doesn't seem possible.
Right.
And,
I'm a large figure.
Pardon me?
I'm a large figure.
Yes, that's true.
You said that.
You are a large figure in a desert island kind of situation.
Yeah.
The other
Hey, little buddy.
Stand in your shadow. But nevertheless, that's neither here nor there. I feel like Steve Allen tonight. You can look that up on your Google.
Right.
On what, Chuck? Look it up on what?
On the Google.
Google, yeah. Look it up on the Google. And which is another punchline to one of Robert Klein's joke, and I think it had to do with getting fingered. But that's neither here nor there. I'm going to bring up the first act tonight.
Oh, that's great.
All right, sir.
Thank you, Ed. Later, you'll be talking to us for a few minutes with our good friends at Alpo. You know what? I'm trying to think. Oh, you know what? It's going to be James. Because James
gonna be.
And James Longshore.
He's ready. He's
What?
ready. Look, he's on his feet.
He's loaded for bear.
Jesus, don't make me pay attention to these guys. Hard enough to do the show. Anyway, we had a little fun with Romania and Bucharest and stuff, and I don't know if his parents were here for that, but basically we think it's a shithole country is what we're trying to say. And he lives, but you live high on the hog in those countries. If you live in the right class, you do. And I've seen his apartment and a lot of these sets. He must be living pretty good. And I like that. Because he's a nice guy and he's a comedian and he lives in Europe. So for all of those reasons, I think you should give him a big round of applause.
Yeah.
James Longshore.
All right.
And he's in the smoking section too.
He-
Romania is one big smoking section. It's something I love.
yeah. I've been told it's the Olduvai Gorge of male pattern baldness as well.
That's Chernobyl. That's because Chernobyl's right next door.
Is it really? Is Chernobyl close to Romania?
It's Russia. It's not far, you know.
Well, okay, I got you.
Hop a horse and buggy, you know, if you stick your thumb out.
Okay. So come on, man. It's your turn.
Hi, everybody. Hi. I'm going to open with a joke.
Hey.
Wow.
Let's see.
What?
Try anything once.
Let's see.
Worth a try.
Oh, I got a good one for Colorado.
Timer.
Got a good one for Colorado. What? Oh, this one is a safety tip too. What should a stoner do in case of fire? Anybody?
I don't know. What should a stoner do in case?
The usual thing. Stop, drop, roll, but then use the fire to light the joint.
Ah! Hello.
That joke's hot.
Good.
I'm getting high off
Out
that.
of the way.
Night.
We can check. You are a rowdy audience. Cheers. Cheers. I got my Coke. Anyways, I got the joke out of the way. That's good. Check that off the list. Why are we here again tonight?
The roast of Mike Langworthy.
Open mic show. My
No,
last weekly open mic show.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, something to celebrate. See, I thought we were here to tell jokes, and I wasn't so much worried about the why we're here, but the how.
Okay.
All right. Well, it's great to be here. It's really great to be here. It is great to see Mike is still alive.
Yeah.
You know, as he expressed earlier, he's not a big fan of Romania. He says he doesn't like it. He said he's never been here to Romania. But the longer this COVID thing goes on, the more I think like he's immortal. A lot of people say they're like that vampires and are from Romania thing. It's a whole myth, but it's not. It's true. You should see the lines at the blood bank. Great to see everybody else. I'd love to give a big bear hug to everybody. Big COVID-free, Zoom, safe bear hug. The best part about Zoom hugs is you can cop a feel and nobody gets hurt. Grab your own ass.
Nah.
Oh, that's firm. Oh, that's firm. You guys want to just hold your hand?
No.
No. Okay. Well, anyways, COVID is still a thing since the last time I've been here, still going on. We're going to have to learn to live with it. And I think we can, because cats have been living with COVID since 1987.
Oh, no. I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, true story. I got a cat during the pandemic and I went to the vet. He's like, I got it tested for COVID. I'm like, okay. And then he's like, yep, COVID 87. I'm like, what is that? Some mutation cat virus? And he's like, no, it was discovered in 1987. But kitties are better than having kids. I don't have any kids. One, because I'm a smoker, like we talked about, and cats, kids of smokers are 9 times as likely to become smokers themselves, but kitties of smokers 0 times as likely. 0. Also, they're very expensive kids, and I think that if I had kids, I would try to save money by going to the airport and getting duty-free diapers, but they wouldn't be duty-free for long.
Get Chuck on that one. Get Chuck on that one.
All right.
Oh.
Hello.
That's my segue. That's my segue bell. It used to be a ring for sex bell. Doesn't work anymore. You don't see any sex? I don't see any sex. So now it's a ring for comedy bell. I was thinking the other day, Weinstein, Epstein. Anybody noticing a pattern with the name Steen? Steen.
Yeah.
You know, you can't trust a Steen. Like I used to think it was Berg. You can't trust a Berg, but no, you can't trust a Steen. And then it gets even more confusing when you consider the piano company, Steinway and Sons. Because like, is it Steen? Is it Stein? I don't know who to mistrust. I'm glad you guys liked that one too. That one was actually for my mom and dad who are here tonight. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Yeah, because they live right near Steinway and Sons, in Queens, New York. New York. And Mike and Chuck, they often like mess it up. And they say that they're in New Jersey because I tell some New Jersey materials, but that's not true. They're in Queens. We were just exiled to New Jersey for a while after the stock market crash in '87. But we got out with quite a few participation trophies to boot.
Good.
And my parents had to claim bankruptcy, but that wasn't because of the stock market crash. It's because they gambled on too many kids. I told them they should have stopped at me. I hope my parents are laughing as hard as
they are very much.
I told them to stop. I told them they should have stopped at me, but no, horny parents, which is the adult version of hungry hippo. Horny parents.
Makes the same noise.
All right, I'm just going to end on this. I was thinking about Willow and Jaden Smith. You guys remember Willow and Jaden Smith? Willow Smith.
Yes.
I twirl my hair. Jaden was supposed to be the next Karate Kid. You know, they both burned out quickly, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that what happened was, they saw their parents, Will and Jaden Smith, and they're like, we want to be like you, Mom and Dad, you're so amazing. And they thought, oh, our kids are so cute and they came from us, so they must be talented. And they just got them into showbiz way too early, but what can I say? Parents just don't understand. That is a throw at work. That is building a joke. All right, one more thing. I want to give you a quick puns and nuns without the nuns because we don't have time. But you need to know something.
Okay.
Most common Romanian first name is Mihai. Got it? Mihai?
Yeah.
Hi.
Most common Romanian female first name is Wana. Wana. Got it? Wana?
Come on.
All right.
Where's this going?
What do you call a Romanian Rastafarian?
Mihai
Jamaican Mihai. And what do you call a happy Romanian stoner girl?
I don't know.
Sally.
Marijuana.
Bam, 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 bam.
Whoa.
Finger pistol.
Yeah.
Don't just laugh.
I have just wasted enough of your time. So enjoy the rest of the evening.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for stopping by.
Just
Thank
laugh.
your parents for coming
You
in.
learn.
It was lovely. The Longshores are somehow looking even younger than they were before. Maybe they are vampires in Romania. I don't know. So, anyways, that was great. Reminded me of a pun that I heard on television a few days ago. I think this is possibly the word. It's both a dad joke and a pun. And this is possibly the worst joke I may ever have heard. So, how does Harry Potter like to come down the hill?
Mike, I've been wondering, how does Harry Potter like to come
how?
down the hill?
Well, it's funny that you should ask that. He just likes to walk down the hill. That's all. JK rolling.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
what's the punchline? So,
Oh.
I thought you were just giving the author's name. I wasn't
Alan Enlow, 2-point layup.
sure. Something wrong with my screen. What happened? Oh no! Whoa! Oh!
Yeah. Oh, that's a shame. It's a shame that you're not on the show anymore. I can take a joke. Even when I say it's the worst joke in the world, you still hit me on it. Still hit me. Wow, Alan.
Oh.
I used to wonder why you never went anywhere in the business.
Hey, I'm here, right?
Yeah, exactly my point. Couldn't have proved it more eloquently.
Point taken.
Sure. James, I thought you had a lovely time on stage, and the rest of the audience went right with you, and that's great. Who needs jokes?
Took us on a Longshore trip.
Our next performer.
Sorry.
I didn't know what you said, Alan, because
Doesn't matter.
I stopped listening right after you.
It was something hateful.
I was so looking forward to this show too, Chuck. I was so looking. Oh, look, all my friends are going to be here, and Alan. Anyway. Oh, how sad. How sad am I? I'm a sad, pathetic old man. I know that. Be that as it may, James did a really good job. And I would like to say that our next performer is going to do a really good job. Who's to say, really? But she comes to us from Boulder. She's a relatively recent addition to the open mic family, but a welcome one. And you're all going to laugh her. You're all gonna laugh. I don't know what that means. You're all gonna laugh at her. You leave out one word and it becomes nonsense.
Right.
It's like Alan's material.
I do that with my Kofei.
Ow.
Oh yeah. Now all of a sudden you're hurt. You fuck with the bull, you get the horns, man.
Yow.
What I meant was, please welcome Catherine Shea, everyone. Come on.
Hello, everybody. Gosh, I have really enjoyed being part of this family. This has been a great year and a half over Zoom. Thank you all for having me. You guys have really gotten to know me pretty well. I'm a single mom and, I'm killing it. And as we get into the holiday season, this is the chance where I really get to shine. I really pull out all the stops during this holiday season. I might be the best single mom in, I don't know, the last 2,000 years. Did you guys think I was talking about the Virgin Mary? No. I'm a good Catholic girl. I would never compare myself to her. Cleopatra. She was living 2,000 years ago. But this is the time of year when I really shine. And it's the holiday season of gift giving, right? There are a lot of gift giving holidays, not just, there are a lot at this time of year. The one I celebrated growing up was Christmas. So my experience was around Christmas. And if you think back, think about your mom, all the work that she put in around any gift giving holiday, Christmas, your birthday, whatever, the planning, the food, the gifts. She worked really, really hard at all of that. And I don't know, maybe it was just women of my mom's generation, but they just gave all the credit to a white man.
Yeah.
Who doesn't even exist. Yeah, but I don't want to give credit to someone. I want to take all the credit for everything that I do for this holiday season. So I make sure, actually in my house, every day is Christmas. So in my house, on Christmas Day, I get the gifts. My child does the planning. I wake up at 5 a.m., run into her room, shake her. What am I getting? What am I getting? Let's go open the gifts. Well, the first few years didn't work out that well. Kids' gifts, they're not that great. You get the handwritten card with the crappy stick figures and mommy that's misspelled. So over time, they start to get a little bit better. And then I came up with the idea of just leaving pictures of things that I wanted for Christmas with my credit card right next to it. So we're doing really well now. But Santa doesn't exist. And I never wanted to lie to my child. So I made sure that my child knew that Santa is a mythological creature from the Nordic tradition who is based on some form of Christianity giving themes.
Yeah.
I said, you take that manifesto and you go to every student in your class and you tell them that Santa's not real.
Yeah.
In my family, I sign every gift. There is no Santa. Enjoy your gift. Really turn things around in our house. Do you like that? Do you really like that?
I do.
I'll work on that one.
I like the whole bit.
But I get it. Holiday time, people say, oh, so it's focused on the family. And for people who are single, it's really hard. I know. I was single and not married, didn't have a child for a long time. I get it. One thing that I recommend to do to get through the holidays, borrow a kid. And this year you can get some that are vaccinated. 1 year I borrowed my niece. We had a great time. We were out for hours. We went ice skating. We got hot chocolate. We took a horse-drawn sleigh ride. We had a great time. We got back and my sister was in tears. She said, this is the best gift I've ever gotten. You bringing my child home. I said, well, didn't you get the note? She said, no. And I said, inside your stocking is a note that we were going out for a couple of hours. So I got to figure out what's going to be funny about that joke. But anyway, her advice at the end of the evening was for me to just go ahead and get a kid of my own, not borrow hers. So I did. And then within a year, I was pregnant.
Yeah.
I guess it looks like I'm out of time, but is that true?
You have 30 seconds.
I always wanted to know what happens on Christmas Eve when Santa leaves the house and Mrs. Claus is home by herself. What does she like to do? She hanging out with the elves, taking a bubble bath, or rocking out in her kitchen to some Dula Pipa?
Dula Pipa.
What is her name? I love her. Anyway.
Dua Lipa.
Dua Lipa. One of my favorites. Dua Lipa. But I'm old. I can't remember her name. Anyway, that's the end of this rough set. Thank you for listening to the first draft. You guys are awesome. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Right, Catherine.
Yeah.
All right.
Open mics are 4, Catherine. Great job. Thank you very much. And you really got into the holiday spirit there, ruining the dreams of children. They have a whole lifetime to be innocent and young, right? Am I right, Catherine? Nice job. I like that she was here. I love the fact that she's killing it. That's a great hook for you too. I'm a single mom and I'm killing it.
Yeah.
That is
Last time she
brilliant.
didn't kill it was when she refused to follow her boyfriend's advice.
Oh my God.
It's an abortion joke for those.
Oh.
Jesus.
One with a happy ending.
For
Or
Alan,
as I call it, a joke.
That's
you just
quite
given
the
him a
hook.
happy ending instead of fucking him. You'd be home free today. Why did I say that? Why would I even go there? Come on,
April.
Jesus, Chuck, stop making me do this stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. What are you, Judgy Judgerson tonight, Enlow? Consequences, right? Last show, no consequences.
Hey, that's a good idea for a
Fuck that
character.
fucking host, man.
Judgy Judgerson. I like that.
Yeah.
It's a good character name.
Time to. We gave Alan his spotlight.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Our next
time for me to be out of here.
Performer is actually out there right now. Somehow he managed to get James Longshore's hoodie from him.
We share clothes all the time.
Hey. It's a Romanian exchange thing.
Oh.
Yes.
Next
That's
year, Next
what
year,
it's
we're
called?
thinking of washing them first.
Never gonna happen, Ned. Never.
No,
I don't care. I don't care.
You can only do it if you're sending to Romania. You can't send it if you're getting from
I
Romania.
see. I see.
They
Okay.
don't believe in bathing there.
I like smelling like goulash. It's nice.
Yeah, okay. And if he was in Hungary, that would be great.
They
Oh.
moved it.
No, seriously.
Hello from Budapest.
Thank you, Alex Trebek.
Hey, I told you my pancreas wasn't working in confidence.
You might have to have one of your pancreases removed.
Ned,
Yes, Mike.
you're up now, so take your time. Well, 5 minutes or until you get your first laugh.
This is like being introduced by Joe Biden. Like, what are you even saying? No, Mike, it's so nice to see you again. I honestly had no idea there was a barber college in Denver. So nice work. No, it's good. It really suits you.
I'm gonna miss his laugh.
When I heard that I was going to be on the show, your swan song, I thought, who canceled? But here I am. I couldn't care less. I'll take it. It's good enough for me. The nice thing is the Longshores are here, so I can do crowd work. So ready for that. Nice shirt, Mr. Longshore. Let me guess. They couldn't guess your weight at the county fair.
What'd you do?
Yeah,
I see you hit up that Mort Saul estate sale.
that's what it was. That's what it was. I bought all his old act. It was nice. The thing is, I've grown up on this show. It's changed so much just in the time. I'm so much better now, and the show has changed. Now it's in color, which is fun for the kids. And now you guys are doing comedy, which I think, good luck. But it's been a pleasure. It's been a great pleasure and a great honor to be squeezed into this show when there's time left over occasionally. And it means a lot to me. I want to say thank you to Mike and to Chuck and to all of our wonderful listeners. So a little emotional today because tomorrow's my birthday, and I'm turning very old. I don't want to get into the numbers because that's boring, but I am. If you wanted to get me a nice present, I'm registered at Pfizer. So feel free. Feel free. Yeah, I'm sort of an older chap. I'm so old they discontinued my zodiac sign. So there was no. I'm so old. My zip code is 7, folks. That's how old. But it's not fun being old. It's weird. If I was president, my Secret Service code name would be "Do Not Resuscitate." That gives you a sense of my lifespan. I'm so old that I just tested positive for COVID-1, folks. COVID-1. And it's so sad. My doctor said I have to go on a completely bland diet. All I can eat is gray, medium, washed out looking, bland, flavorless food. So it looks like I'm moving to England. And so that's kind of a bummer. I'm getting so old now I can't deliver jokes properly. Oh, I've had a lot of stuff. I just had a stress test today, where they hook you up to those electrodes and then they read you your credit report. That's how those work. There's no treadmill or any of that shit. I'm way past that.
Yeah.
Anything else about being old? You can't follow me on Instagram, folks, because I don't know what that is. Although I did finally make the leap. I'm into social media now. I just bought a CB radio, so my URL is 10-4. Good buddy. I got my ears on. Kids want to jump into that whole thing there. Yeah.
All caps.
All caps. You can tell I'm old because when I sent someone a what do you call it? A message, or what are they called? When I instant message, I can't even say the joke. That's how sad it is.
A DM.
I send someone a text, it has like a letterhead and all the words are spelled correctly. And I use grammar, punctuation. That's how you can tell all that. But the weird thing is, I have a girlfriend and she's a millennial. Well, actually, I'm a millennial too, but from an earlier millennium. I'm 1,000 years older than my girlfriend, which is kind of, it's a little weird. But we get along great. We have a lot of shared interests. But we've been together for a couple of years now, and it's kind of gotten to that comfortable zone, with couples like now she doesn't care if I leave my CPAP mask on when we're having sex. So that's the level. Oh, I can see how maybe I revealed too much. Maybe that's the problem.
Like to play
By the
Jet
way,
Pilot?
I'm sorry. Yeah, well, it's more of a Darth Vader thing. Oh, yeah, sleep apnea. It's a turn on. It's a weird turn on. By the way, if for those of you out there watching, you young folks, if you didn't wear braces as a child, you will have to wear a CPAP when you're older. That's just how it works. That's the law now. So you can be embarrassed then, or you can be embarrassed now. Either one involves strapping an apparatus to your face. And so you're going to do either one or the other. So just don't be so proud of yourself if you didn't have to wear braces. That's all I have to say about that. Getting old is weird. Like I have to tell you, Mike, my favorite porn category is "That's okay, sir, we can just cuddle," which I find incredibly specific. And see, when I was a younger person, people would laugh at that joke, but now it doesn't seem to work. Anything else I wanted to share with you? I'm sorry, was there a question from the audience? This is my favorite part.
There must be something else that you wanted to share.
Up. Oh, I'm just sick at heart about this Kyle Rittenhouse case. I don't know if you've been following this at all. It's very sad. It looks like there's going to be a verdict pretty soon. And Kyle said, Kyle's a young kid. He said, I just want to put this all behind me and go back to my old job on the Alec Baldwin movie. So
wow.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
I know. That was my mic drop moment. And I wasn't even trying to drop the mic. That's how. And speaking of dropping mic, it's been a pleasure, Mike, to be on your show. Thank you very much for the stage time. And I hope we can do this again soon. And thank you too, Chuck. And thanks to our audience. And I bid you good night.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was weird.
That was one thank you short of an Academy Award speech.
Oh, man, you just fucking wrecked it. I appreciate that, Ned. That's sweet.
Thank you all.
All of a sudden, Paula found her voice.
I thought that was God.
She used to be so
I thought
polite.
I thought that was Red Skelton.
No, God, no. It was funny. That's how you could tell the difference.
Your favorite. Good night, everybody. Thank you.
May God bless.
Thank you.
Ned Rice, who
may God bless. Jokes and runs.
I've been told to fill out an affidavit. He's adopting his girlfriend. So anyway, our next performer is another guy who's been very patient many times on the show. Did he like leave as soon as he was off stage?
It's called a joke and run.
Yeah. It was like a waddle by because he's an old man. Anyway, my thing is I just like to bring the acts up. I don't like to spend a lot of time talking in between and stuff like that, especially when I'm dealing with a guy who is like who's much more articulate, much more educated, speaks many more languages than I do. and frankly, as funny as I deeply resent. But I know you're going to like him because you've liked him. All of you who've seen him before have already liked him, and you're going to like him again tonight. Please welcome Sukumar Vijayaraghavan.
Yeah.
All right, Sukumar.
Thanks, Mike. I thought I'll end this open mic the way I started, with one-liners and puns. So, I mean, the first thing is the horse meat scandal is back. I don't know if you guys saw the New York Times last week. They found beef contaminated with horse meat in Philadelphia. Makes you rethink that Philly cheesesteak.
See, Philly, people, Philly. It's a female young horse. Jesus Christ. Don't make me come out there and explain this shit to you. Sorry, Sukumar. I'm sorry.
I recently got a call from a Hollywood promoter, and he sent me an email asking if I could fly to LA to shoot a pilot. Interestingly, a week later, I got an identical email from Al Qaeda. Nobody who tells you to go with your gut has ever suffered from IBS. So I visited the university hospital last week and noticed that they had changed the bulbs in the critical care building. So it's a case of ICU in a different light. Okay. Masturbation accessories from Dick's Sporting Goods. So you know what's a bummer?
No.
Honeymoon period.
Hello.
So I was recently hired to do a gig at a party, and they kept telling me to make my material kid-friendly, and got really pissed off when I did 10 minutes of pedophile jokes.
Oh my God.
Does anybody else think that it's a problem that lemon laws weren't in place during Louisiana Purchase? Is potato penis the polite term for a dictator? Let's see. You heard the term familiarity breeds contempt. So in my experience, familiarity breeds attempt, or familiarity just breeds. Until recently, I thought Ariana Grande was a cup size in Starbucks. Let's see. People assume that I'm a Muslim because I have this beard, but this is just laziness. And when I came to this country, they told me that grooming was illegal. So, let me just see. Yeah, so Mark Antony was the Mike Tyson of his times. Lend me your ears. Okay, so I
And you end on that? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Oh, okay. There was such a big laugh. I didn't hear what you said. I'm not joking. I'm not joking because I have really good hearing. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people could care less. In fact, everybody could care less.
What?
People
Oh, is that Mike? Sorry.
Jeffrey? Turn off the lights and lock up when you leave, okay? No, he's funny. We love him because he's the funniest thing to come out of Toledo since Monroe Shocks. So again, and the sort of thing that you need to know a little bit about the Midwest for, but it's worth it. It's well worth the wait. You don't just laugh, Chuck.
No, you learn here.
You learn here. You don't just laugh. As a matter of fact, not only do you not just laugh, sometimes you just barely laugh.
I'm taking notes.
Right.
Well, you should be. You should be taking notes. You should be actually writing, I will not fuck with the host 100 times on a blackboard someplace. That's what you should be doing. That's what you should be doing, Alan. You got to tip the head when you do it. It's like in the old days when you used to go down on the mic when you had to say, hey, I got to get out of here because I have to do another show in June. Right? A joke that worked great 11 months of the year.
Yep.
But I saw somebody do it on stage in June.
In Zoom?
In June once. I also saw a guy singing The Greatest Love on an audition, and he couldn't sing for shit, and but so passionate about it. He says, no matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity, is a line in the thing. And he goes, no matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity. And he goes like this, and he hits the microphone stand, and the mic goes over. You can't make this stuff up.
Well, that's like the old, wasn't there an old joke on television where they come out and go, try to remember the...
Yes. Giles and Henderson.
Was it?
I think it was, yeah.
What was it like to work with them?
Good one, Chuck.
Sorry. Wow. Okay. That's fine. I get it. I was the first one who said I was old on this. Mrs. Longshore, I'm sorry you had to hear that. You guys are getting on in years. You're not as old as me. I get that. But still, you don't need to hear these old jokes. It's just, punching down. It's punching down. And you don't need to hear that. You just don't need to hear that. Just imagine yourselves having to listen to your sons act like in perpetuity. That's what it's like.
I've got to look that up. Perpetuity.
That's a flavor at Baskin Robbins.
It's in your funny bone contract.
Yes. In perpetuity. All right. We have another performer, and then we're going to do some announcements about all the lovely things that we've done here on the show. And aside from my habitual, although it's enjoyable, it's unkind and wrong attacks on James Longshore, especially from parents. Despite that, we do nice things here, and I'm just going to tell you a little bit about him. But first, Nick. No, sorry, thought it was an old joke.
You wrecked it.
Our next performer is Paula Maddox. Paula Maddox. Ladies and gentlemen, give her a big round of applause. Come on. Woo! Yeah, woo. Woo is right.
Yeah.
Wow. It's going old
I've been tightening up the old pole act, because if I'm not going to have this mic, I got to take it on the road.
That's all right.
The kid fucked up. No, the kids fucked it up. I just noticed. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay. So, yeah, I've been working the pole, y'all. It's harder than it looks. Who knew? Yeah. Kids are kind of confused. Like, Mommy, what's that? You know what's weird? It goes real nice with my new muumuu I bought a few months ago. Who knew? Yeah. That muumuu's way too nice for the kids because they're like, where are you going, Mom? To the kitchen. No, where are you going? You're all dressed up. I'm going to make your fucking dinner, so shut the hell up. So anyways, yeah. Yeah. Still, and I got a little crazy and I bent my pole.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Ouch.
Yeah. The crazy thing, it wasn't from the pole dance, and it was when I used it to sweep. Like, who knew? When you work in magic, you just never know when it's gonna go bad, But hey, what do you think of the hat, y'all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Styling.
Yeah.
Love it.
Styling.
I was thinking on a little ditty for you too. Like, here's a story of two cool Zoom comics who had a very cool open mic. And then one day they decided to get alive and quit their fucking mic. And I'm like, why? Why would they do that when we come every week so loyally? But you didn't care. You said, fuck you, bitch. We're ending it next week. You cried.
Oh
cried.
no! Oh no!
So yeah, I'll be stuck here in my penitentiary until the reunion show comes up. Yeah, but it's okay. I'm used to being oppressed because I'm female and I'm native. So fuck y'all. I'm kidding. Comes in handy, you know, all that shit. You know, it's not just a checked box; it's a way of life for some of it. You know. But yeah, for the people in the audience that don't know, I accidentally locked myself up a long time ago on purpose because I thought it was a good idea to get married and have kids.
Yeah.
Live and learn.
The only cool thing about that, there's one cool thing about that, it tops all the bad shit, is my monsters are not bastards. So yay me. Yeah. And another real cool thing, all my kids have the same dad.
What?
And none of my sisters could do that shit, so I win.
Yeah.
Lucky you didn't
Forever.
get across the room.
Forever. Because you can't unscramble that egg, you know? That egg's dead. Messed up. But yeah, I'm sure there's some parents in the audience, and I'm so glad you all are here. That means you survived and you're not in jail. So good job. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. There's a lot of warning signs I missed about the whole parenting gig. I mean, because like right there in the word motherhood is the word hood. The only cool hood I ever seen was the one on TV, y'all. That was it. Yeah. And then in the parenthood, when you make more than one kid, you make your own dumb gang. That's not cool either. I swear one of these days they will make their bones off of me. And that's what nature intended. It's not cool. Yeah, so I figured out that there's a very good reason they don't put pregnancy on that list of STDs, y'all. So that Mother Nature can find her fucking fools faster. So be careful, y'all. Yeah. Because I don't know about you. I don't know if you know this, but STDs can last really long times, but kids beat that. They last forever. Yeah. And I often wonder, do those STDs talk back as bad as mine do? Who knows? I'm too dumb to know much of anything important, you know? Like, look what I did to myself. There's no bars. There's no bars in this bitch, like anywhere. But I'm here, you know, doing it all. Doing it well. Yeah, I don't know where I am on time. I kind of went over with the hat, so I'm kind of tripping on myself. Like, hey, I could catch the kids a stepdaddy, y'all. Like, woo!
Oh, you're about 5-ish.
I'm about 5. You could have said I'm about 9.5, man. Like, you had to say I'm trying to catch the kids a stepdaddy, and you're like,
5 minutes. 5 minutes.
I knew. I was trying to ad-lib with you a little bit.
And you were ad-libbing great. You were ad-libbing great. I was just being a dick. Sorry.
Well, I come to expect that.
It's what I do.
Come to find out I like ornery old white men. Oh no. I'm gonna miss y'all. I'm gonna miss you a lot. I have to get to Denver now to stalk you.
We're not disappearing.
Anyway.
We're not disappearing.
I don't fucking know what you're doing, because why would you leave? You're in the prime of your Zoom life, man. You're fucking OG's of Zoom world. You got it fucking locked down. Staying in our box is nice, and then you leave. I get why Chuck's leaving. He's got his whole future ahead of him, but you?
Wow.
Oh, damn excuse.
Wow.
So before I end this, I want to say a couple things.
Nice
First
to know how
rule
my
of
wake
parenting.
is going to look.
I got fucking 30 seconds, Mike, of this mic, and you're micing it up. God damn it. First rule, don't ever look as dumb as the kids do, and stay safe, take your birth control, and stay out of the parenthood, man. You'll find Mike and me here. It's not fun. Have a good night. I love you guys.
Yeah. Paula Maddox, great set.
Yeah.
Great
It's
set.
the hat, y'all. Just like the sword and hat in Harry Potter.
That's what gave you the courage to hurt the MC. I understand that.
Oh, your balls are big enough for me.
Wow. Okay. Good to know. Hey, Chuck.
Hey, buddy.
Let's talk about some stuff that we'd like to do.
Right, folks can find this episode along with all the others on YouTube at Colorado Comedy Shows, and subscribe so you find out about our next big shows. Next open mic will be December 13th, so watch us then.
Oh,
There's some people are already getting their tickets, Mike.
Great. Some people should sign in. Love to see the Longshore's back in town.
Right. And thanks to everybody, who listens and enjoys the show and has enjoyed hearing you talk about Magic Moments.
Yes, Magic Moments is in process right now after 2 cycles that we had to miss. For those of you who have not been hipped to this, there's a theater in Denver which is special needs friendly, and I've been helping to write the shows the last several years, and my daughter's been performing in the shows, large cast shows. All of the music is licensed from ASCAP and BMI, so the melodies of every song are going to be great, and the script is going to be good because I wrote it. And the amazing thing about it is how they managed to use the 40-ish people who have special needs of a wide variety in the show in meaningful ways. Then they're not just trotted out to say, "Hey, look, we have somebody in a wheelchair." It's really an amazing thing, and as a trained professional, I can say that the shows are pretty good by any standards. They are amazing considering that they have a cast of 175 people ranging in age from 4 to 80, and from special needs to barely noticeable to extremely impacted. And everybody gets to be involved in the show in a way that really matters to the show. So if you're in the Denver area, come to the show.
I can't wait.
It'll be the spring break weekend for high schools in the area. Next year. And if you're not in the area, open up your checkbooks, let the moths fly out. Open up your wallets, I should say. Checkbook, that dates me a little bit. And go to magicmomentsinc.org and donate some money. Every dollar helps. So that's my thing. And Chuck, you do something.
I do, Mike. Elevating Connections is an organization we support by donating 10% of our very lucrative private event fees. And
exorbitant, are they not?
Exorbitant as well. And we've had a good year. And Elevating Connections is celebrating Colorado Gives Week. So very important. You can plan your donation. I went did an interview. They're releasing 7 videos in a row, so like them on Facebook. You'll see the videos, and the way your donations have an impact is there are writing workshops, and we've helped kids get tablets, turn on their phone bill. We've done sometimes the money goes towards food, whatever the kids need, and also some connecting events. And Stacy, the executive director, and I, thanks to the way we talk about them here, we've met with the Community College of Denver and the community college system to discuss plans for a scholarship. So half of our exorbitant fees, Mike, half of our exorbitant fees are going to be earmarked towards a scholarship. So things are growing. We appreciate it. Speaking of growing, Mike, our link tree is off the hook. It just grows and it keeps on growing. So find our link tree at Colorado Comedy. And don't forget, if you're watching on the YouTube, subscribe, comment in the comments about who your favorite comedian was, or just agree that Mike was on fire tonight.
And
have VIPs. Thanks to the Longshores, we've arranged some serious gifts for you. First of all, I just wanted you to have your own cruise ship. I was like, never mind sending them on a cruise. Let's just hook them up big time. So feel free to sail away with us where, you know, in your good thoughts and enjoy.
And in the foreground there, some of you may recognize
Hero Channing.
A portion of a naked Gladys Pollocky.
Right, I don't know what happened there, but suddenly, you know, we revealed a quick reveal on all the prizes. Longshores, I know life in New Jersey must be good, but I thought, you know, no, it's Long Island. I'm sorry, I said the wrong place. I've got
Same
it wrong.
joke. Same joke.
Anyway, I figure
Neither place as exciting as this, Chuck.
Right. You know, I was like, they need a little bungalow, a place to escape to, you know, off the coast of Tunisia. So once I get the directions, I'll send you instructions of how to get there. Got you your very own Carol Channing. Feel free to enjoy.
Wait, I thought I heard her voice, Chuck.
Oh gosh,
How might she introduce herself to us here on the show?
Jesus, I want you to have your very own Carol Channing. Last time for these guys for now.
Can be quite sentimental.
Right? They all asked if they could have Thanksgiving off so they could eat. But you get your very own Abercrombie guys and a pumpkin cannon. This is the last of our this is the last of our pumpkin cannon supply. I bought several. You know, I don't know what people are talking about with supply chain issues. I got my fucking pumpkin cannons as soon as I wanted. And so Longshore.
There's also a demand side to that, Chuck.
Did you get that on Amazon?
Right. Of course, Prime, free delivery. And I wanted you to have a late night snack. So enjoy this. And I'm sure folks are thinking, like, where's the salad? And bam, there it is.
Mushroom salad?
About some mushrooms. You
wow,
know,
man.
I thought if you can't take a trip to see James, at least take a trip.
Wow, man.
Capone and our gang wanted to make sure.
What goes better with psilocybin than a salad?
Than salad, right? So please,
Psilocybin and salad.
From Chefs Capone, Gladys, and the rest of the Colorado Comedy Shows team. Thank you. And we also have one for our general admission guests, and that's good for people watching on YouTube. You get this guy exercise.
Push up, man.
And you know, the Longshore's got good food, so I got you some feed. A little birdie told me this was a good snack. What can I say? You get one mushroom, general admission, one.
Cool.
Make use of it, and of course you get a very delicious salad. It wouldn't be right if you didn't have a salad. So thank you, general admission people and folks who watch on YouTube. One last one special for all of our heterosexuals. I thought that would be important to say thank you. I got you this.
Wow.
One supermodel. And how about two supermodel? Two supermodel and a salad. Gotta have a salad.
Hold on a second. My wife just said something. What, honey? What?
So thank you, everybody. And now back to your regularly scheduled open mic comedy show. Thank you, heterosexuals. You're so important to us.
Are there any on the show tonight?
We're gonna find one.
I'm retired.
Hello.
You too.
So that was lovely. Thank you very much. You know what? Because this has been so well attended by performers, we're probably going to have to just sort of rush through these last.
Right. It's packed. There's headliner after headliner after headline.
Only 12 minutes.
And then Alan.
Only 12 minutes. We wouldn't know 12 minutes of a bitch in the ass, Enlow. Our next performer comes to us from comes to us from the Riviera, Ohio.
Those mushrooms are kicking in.
You know, I've never done mushrooms. I did actual psilocybin, pharmaceutical grade psilocybin.
Oh, nice.
A few times, and that's really nice, but I've never done.
Have you ever done macrame or
when I say that, of course, I'm lying, because the last thing I would want is for any member of my family to know that there was a life at one point that was different.
Have you ever done macrame or anything else to weave in an introduction?
I'm all knotted up with that. Our next performer comes to us. That's funny. The Riviera of Ohio.
Yes.
It's not even on the coast of the lake. But be that as it may, please welcome, if you will, Jeffrey. Get me out of this fucking town, Burden.
What's going on? Thank you, everybody. Hello there. Toledo, Ohio, the city of Walmarts and doctors' offices. You know. I think they're working with each. I think they're both working with each other. You know, the patients that eat at Walmart go to the doctor's office, and they have their, you know, then they go to their prescription, the pharmacy at Walmart, and then they get their medication there. It's all. I can't think of the word I want to say, but they're both making money off of each other. That's what's going on with that. That's what's happening. Toledo, very famous for nothing really. I joked about Jamie Farr. No, I was being completely serious about Jamie Farr being from Toledo, and I don't know, he wore a nice dress, I think. I mean, I'm not famous. I was in a movie. I was in a Marvel movie, Captain America: The Winter Soldier. I was.
Wow.
It was a very exciting adventure. Yeah. Oh, big time.
Yeah.
People ask me, "Oh my goodness, were you in the famous elevator scene where everybody's fighting Captain America?" I'm like, no, I wasn't. But I've been in an elevator, so that's exciting too.
Right.
I'm going places. Super fun. The mushrooms are kind of kicking in. Talking about mushrooms, I've got two toenails with fungus. Come on, what is wrong with my body? I like mushrooms too, but I don't want them growing on me. It's crazy. I make this solution, this water mixed with apple cider vinegar, and I just try to soak my feet, and it's taking forever. I don't know. I have to sit there for a long time. So I just throw in some lettuce and start eating a salad. No, I don't do that. That's disgusting. Yes. Oh, so I gotta tell you, I've been thinking about trying to. I try to better myself. One of the things I do is talk very quickly, and a lot of people sort of have this problem. So let me start over. I tend to talk really quickly, so I need to slow down a little bit. We're working on that one. I do. I sometimes I go and not make decisions in haste. Like when I picked education as a major a couple of decades ago, I thought, my sister has 3 kids. They love hanging out with me. Why not? Yeah, that's right. Especially the ones that have kids. The ones that have kids really get it. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. No, I mean, now my sister has 9 children, so I could essentially open up my own school if I wanted to. I don't know. I didn't have any children. It's just, I thought I could just buy my sister's kids. That's what I could do. But I figure adopt. If you want to have a child, just adopt, and eventually the kid's going to grow up, and they're going to get a little hormonally excited and talk back to you. And if you adopt, then you can just go, hey, you better watch it, 'cause I'm going to sell your ass in a minute if you give me any more sass. All right.
I think they did that in Victorian England.
Yeah. It makes sense. My family's from England, so yeah. I don't know any relatives that have been sold. I know relatives that have sold people, though. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. I'm not ready to talk about that. Oh, my dad loves to brag about how wonderful Burdens were 150, 200 years ago, and how we were related to famous people like Marilyn Monroe. And I was a ninth cousin to Marilyn Monroe. That's interesting stuff. I'm crushing it. I'm literally crushing it. So good. I'm not tech savvy, guys. Too. You see what I've got going on here. It's kind of a makeshift
ceiling.
Yes, it's a makeshift ceiling. Yes. Oh, man. I feel so high right now. I don't know. No, I'm not tech savvy. I was with a friend. We were, hanging out, and he wants to get a picture of both of us, right? So he gives me his phone, and I'm trying to get the right angle, and I don't know. I'm kind of shaking all over the place because I don't know what I'm doing. He's like, "All right, come on, you got to stop and get this right. We're starting to look gay," And I don't know. It was awkward because it's not like I was going like this to him. I wasn't doing that.
Wow.
Oh.
Anyways, my name's Jeffrey Burden II, everybody. I love this show, and please take care.
Yeah.
That's the actual.
What just happened?
Jeffrey happened.
What just happened is Jeffrey exploded all over the scene, and he was the first guy in my memory.
We don't know what happened, Chuck, because you were off camera, so we don't really know what happened.
Who links a lack of tech savviness with sexuality in any way? And you are right, of course.
I saw that on Tubi, but it was in French.
Oh yeah. They have, yeah, come on, man. Look, man, if you don't.
What's going on?
Sometimes you strike out when you swing for the fences, but you never hit a home run if you don't swing for the fences. You know what I mean?
Hey, sometimes you go over the fence.
Right. That was
that was great.
Like
that was great.
But in fairness, it really wasn't like he was doing that, Chuck.
Right.
Hey, I'm just being honest.
Jeffrey Burden wins the Charlie Hustle Award on this show.
Absolutely.
Absolutely shows up every time to play big.
Except, you'll get into the Hall of Fame because you didn't gamble on baseball. So, again, a little obscure reference for those of you who don't know who Pete Rose is. Virtually everyone in America at this point. So our next performer, hey, I've had a little fun with him tonight, but
oh, is that what it's called?
Oh, fun for me. I'm not in this for your edification, Alan.
Another word I got to look up.
And I was, he stopped me halfway through what was a conciliatory introduction, and now I'm going down that bad road again.
Third word I got to
Alan
look
Enlow,
up.
I've known Alan for a long time. He's always been very funny, and he's going to be very funny for you tonight. No pressure.
Yeah.
Welcome, if you will. Alan Enlow, all the way from New York City.
Yeah.
All right, Alan.
Thank you. Wow. I don't know if I can follow the tech savvy jokes. Wow. I'm trying to keep up with that stuff myself. Wow. Anywho, so Chuck keeps going off camera. I don't know what he's doing, but so I'm trying to keep up too. I've been working on the pronouns. I'm gonna be honest though. I'm just behind the times. It's a little uncomfortable for me, especially when I have a homeless guy walk up to me and tap me on the shoulder and go, "Hey, buddy, I'm fluid," and then pees on me. So, thank you. All right. I think that's it for me. There was too much. I got the intro was too good. I can't follow it. And I've got Cowboy Bob or somebody coming up next. This is a tough spot. So anyway, so I've been hanging out at the dog park lately. That's a lot of fun because that's pretty much my social life is ended up doing now. I ended up at the dog park, and I met a woman there recently who said she just got married. I said, "Congratulations. What's your husband's name?" And she said, "Well, his name is Pam, and you're being microaggressive." I said, "Well, I wasn't being microaggressive. I was just being majorly misinformed." Microaggressive is when somebody, that's when a scientist puts COVID on a microscope and then passes it to another scientist and doesn't tell them. That's microaggressive. Or maybe that's microscope aggressive. Anyway, I'm getting my terms confused because Mike's been using so many big words tonight. I'm totally lost. But so anyway, I tried to change the subject and I said, "Wow, is that your dog? What a beautiful looking dog." I said, "What's his name?" And she said, "His name is They." I said, "So is your dog fluid?" She goes, "Yes, it is." And then the dog peed on me. So that's 2 for 2. But no, I'm really happy that I am trying really hard to keep up with the pronouns, and I think it's important that we move ahead. And I'm glad that Mr. Trump has gotten the hell out of the way. We have the LGBT back in the military. That's great. Hey. Marching is going to be a lot more fun. You lift right. Come on, girls, do your duty. Let's get down and shake your booty. Yeah. Now the only thing is that the millennials have tried to add some things into the military too. They added the millennial rifles. Horrible idea because there's no triggers. Hello. Really bad idea. But I like Joe Biden. He's doing a good job. I just think he can be a little creepy. Everything he's been whispering lately. It sounds like a perverted Clint Eastwood. It's like, "Yeah, you punks, we just got the infrastructure bill passed. That's right. So come in the corner and I'll show you my infrastructure. Yeah." But I'm trying, like I say, I'm trying to keep up. I'm a married guy. I'm married to a Jewish woman, and I was raised Southern Baptist, so that's great. Whenever my wife feels guilty, I can hail her. That's great. But my wife is a very loud woman. She always I never have to worry about getting mugged because she always sounds like a siren. We're walking down the street. She's behind me whining the entire time. And she sounds like a European siren. She's like, "Honey, wait for me." And on that musical note, I'm a little teary-eyed. I wrote this as another comic goes on, so I feel guilty about that. So that's making me teary-eyed. But it's a song I wrote to end my set this evening. Long, long time ago, I can still remember how that laughter used to make me smile. But then I went to Colorado's last weekly show. It was the day that comedy died. Aww. So bye to the Langworthy High.
Yeah.
And that Chuck teddy bear who puts on half-naked guys. And then good old puns that were always flying high. Remember, that's the day that comedy died.
Yeah. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you. Who's next?
Alan Enlow.
Follow that.
One
Try to
more
follow
time.
that, Cowboy Bob.
Yeah.
Try to follow that. Is that his name, Cowboy Bob?
Cowboy Bob.
Is that his name? I'm sorry. I hope I didn't
not
screw up
even
your-
close.
Oh, Bronco,
Not
even
Bronco
close.
Brad. I'm sorry.
Only a few numbers over, only a few letters overlap, and no
All right.
numbers.
Yeah.
So, Jesus Christ, that's the day they're coming. Now I'm getting a little misty.
Look at me.
All right. Anyway, let's just go straight to it.
Yeah.
I've
When
got-
have we ever done that, girl?
What's happening?
Yeah. Well, let me take a seat while you go straight through it.
Let's see what's happening in the Wild West tonight. Please welcome Bronco Brad.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, thank you very much. Well, what a nice host. What a fun show this has been so far. Yes, indeed. I love bringing the Bronco Brad dang tootin' good time show here to all you nice boys and girls. Yes. We're here at the Colorado Open Mic. You don't need to travel by bus or bike. You just try to tell a joke or maybe share a recipe for artichokes. Yes, it's a show where you can ad-lib. Yes. Okay. Well, boys and girls, let's get started, huh? Yes, indeed. I always like to start off with the Science Corner, and of course, have the Science Corner with my little buddy Wally, the happy talking neutrino. Hi, Wally.
Yay!
Hey, Wally. Say, Wally, I know our science topic for today is, what is string theory? Well, Bronco Brad, scientists postulate that tiny threads of cotton are woven together into a larger thread. And then that thread in turn is woven into other threads. And then people theorize they turn into little balls of thread that you can buy in a hardware store. Well, that's a dang darn interesting string theory, Wally. I sure do appreciate it. Okay, bye-bye. Well, I sure like that, Wally. He's really smart, ain't he? Yes, indeed. Well, now, boys and girls, it's time now for a brand new made-up tale of the Old West. Yes. Oh, thank you. And this one here is about an old Western guy called Freddie the Freudian Analyst Cowboy. Listen up. In a lonely canyon dark, in a federally protected park, a cowboy psychoanalyst is a greeting all the cow punchers he's been a-treating. They sit quietly at his chair, sip cocoa and they share. Oh, there's a cowboy with mama issues and one that lacks all trust, one that can't let go of his ex, and one who likes to eat dust, one who's hung up on inhibitions, and one who sucks his toes, and one who clears his pistol and sticks bullets up his nose. Yes, you can do your scream therapy, go yell at a tree, sing your woes with a yodeling yelp. Fred the Freudian Cowboy's here to help. Yes. Well, I hope you sure enjoyed that one. I enjoyed singing it to you. Yes, indeed. Hey, now it's time for our contest tonight. Yes. Easy sentence scramble contest, boys and girls. And if you can guess it, let me know. This time it's written in ancient Sumerian cuneiform. Yes. Can you guess what the sentence says? Oh, sorry, time's up. The sentence is, move it or lose it, you bozo. Yes. Those ancient Sumerians were pretty aggressive drivers even back in those days. Well, good try, boys and girls. Yes. Well, I always have enjoyed coming to hear this show, and I know a lot of you folks have, and it's a dang darn shame when some people sign up and then don't show up. So this is a song for Mike and Chuck. Well, here we go. If you got your Bronco Brad clackers, you can clack along. Well, the open mic had started, and long for the patient-hearted who waited a long time for their turn. But the next dame drew a call, but did not show up at all. And now we're all mad because he ain't here. Oh, he ain't here. Oh, he ain't here. Well, he's now becoming a pain in the rear. Well, he could be out buying a shovel or got his nose in a James Grisham novel, but you can't escape the fact that he ain't here. Well, there's dead air all surrounding, and what makes it all confounding is the dog guy just ain't anywhere inside. And so with those seconds dribbling, there ain't no use in quibbling, and he becomes the last lot of the night. Oh, he ain't here. Oh, he ain't here. Just what is he trying to engineer? Oh, he could be out catching a tadpole or smoking a big crack bowl, but you can't escape the fact that he ain't here. Yeah, you gotta show up sometime and be funny, you know, boys and girls. Yeah, well, he ain't here. Oh, he ain't here. Well, he has made disdain his souvenir. Well, he might be out crushing walnuts or passed out at Dunkin' Donuts, but let's just close the case that he ain't here, he ain't here, he ain't here. Yes, yes. Well, that's it for the Bronco Bread Dang Tootin' Good Time Show, and back to your lovely, lovely hosts, Mike and Chuck.
Yeah, thanks, Bronco Brad.
Bronco Brad, ladies and gentlemen. Love him or hate him, you will never see anything like him.
Love him.
Brad.
Love him.
Oh, I love him. I love him. But I'm just saying, you're never going to see anything like him. That's
That
all.
was just the best.
Yes. And I'm going to, if I had a soul,
Right.
I would be in tears tonight from all these tributes. But James said in the chat, he'll really miss Oog, son of Og. That's funny. I'll miss him too. But you can only there's only so many bits you can do at one time. At any rate, so many of what I have come to strongly suspect are Sybil-like personalities can be exposed at a time. So anyway, lovely job. And our next guy's Bruce, isn't it? Bruce Lipsky?
Bruce.
Sounds about right. Thank you very much. Oh, I had one question that I really want to get answered. Where's Jessica?
Oh,
Yeah.
Jessica has been doing an online news parody show at the same time that we do this.
Oh, I was expecting her to jump out of one of the Zoom boxes over here and surprise you.
I would have loved to have had her here. I invited her, and she just has a conflict. What can I say?
Yeah. Well, Mike and I were reminiscing the other day about the good old days in high school, and I grew up in Queens, New York. I went to Bayside High School, and part of passing gym class, we had to take swimming. And I remember going to my swim class the first day, and I asked the teacher. I said, "Teacher, where's my Speedo?" And he looked at me and said, "Speedo? How about speed? No, this is a naked swimming class." He said, "Your birthday suit is your bathing suit."
Wow.
And I said, "Gee, I hope you don't teach woodshop." But imagine being 14 years old, having to do fort skinny dipping among all your classmates. At that age, I barely had eyebrows, let alone anything else. And I was realizing now, looking back, I was 1972 actually, and looking back, and I said maybe they were filming the pilot for that reality show, Naked and Afraid, because believe me, I was naked and very afraid.
Yeah.
I was so embarrassed in that class that the next time we had it, I actually brought a bathing suit in just so I can shower in it. But during class we played water polo. Imagine playing water polo naked. I'd be in the corner of the pool, and the teacher would say, "Hey, Lipsky, protect your nets, protect your nets." I'd be yelling back, "The hell with you! I'm trying to protect my nuts." And I guess the good thing about this class, I learned to be an excellent one-handed swimmer.
Oh.
And during competitions, I wasn't the best, but I certainly held my own. One of the neat things about this class, really, it gave me a lot of confidence with the ladies, especially when I learned the breaststroke. Behind the bleachers, Mary Lou Zabrinsky. That was good stuff. Imagine now, Mike, you being a lawyer, if you got into class and they said no suit, that would probably equal lawsuit, probably, right?
Yeah.
Then we recently had our 50th anniversary at the school, and I went back there to take a look at it. And we went past the pool area. I was tempted to take my clothes off. And how ironic that the name of our school was called the Commandos. And big letters in the pool, it said, "Don't be a prude, swim in the nude." And our cheerleaders, they made them face the wall. That's how crazy this school was. They said, all they could say is, "Go Commando, go Commando." But we always felt that we could lick our competition. I was terrified. They actually try and lick us. Oh, that was the good old days in high school. Remember that, Mike? But now, we're getting old. Mike was complaining to me the other day. He says, "Bruce, you're getting old when your income is like your diapers, disposable." Mike was talking about being retired, and he used to tell me he's a world traveler. Now Mike just travels incontinent. And Mike was complaining to me the other day, saying he went to buy a pair of new shoes, a pair of wingtips, and he got so embarrassed when the shoe salesman said to him, "Will that be laces or Velcro?"
Oh.
Laces or Velcro?
If you say it often enough, it'll get funny. That's the Milton Berle School of Comedy.
And he was telling me that he doesn't belong to AA anymore. He belongs to AAA. He told me the meetings are quicker, the donuts are fresher, and he gets free towing. And he was also telling me that his ABCs have changed. It used to be apple. A is for apple, B is for banana, C is for carrot. Now it stands for A is for arthritis, B is for bursitis, and C is for Cialis. Yeah, and but I have a lot in common with Mike. We're probably pretty close in age, and we're hysterically funny. Or is it just hysterical? I forget. I don't know.
Can't argue with that.
Yeah, but now, he's actually, when I was young, I used to be part of the in crowd. Now that I'm older, just like Mike, I'm part of the incontinent crowd. But it's been a real great time we had here. I got to know a lot of people, and, Chuck, Mike, Gladys, Chef Capone. I got to eat some good pizza, all that stuff. Yeah, it was all great. And one final note, I think I told you this the last time, that my wife is really into food and that stuff. But the other day she brought home a box of Uncle Ben's converted rice. And I said to her, "How do they convert the rice? Do they bring it to a boil?" She says no. She says no, they bring it to a boil. That's my time. My name is Bruce. Look, thank you guys for everything. I do appreciate it.
Bruce Lipsky, ladies and gentlemen.
You sure you gotta leave?
There were just a few of those.
We'll be back December 13, everybody. Get your
And it's
tickets
not-
now.
We don't know that it's going to be monthly yet, but we're at least going to do a reunion show or whatever, but we'll see. But everybody make sure that you get here for that. This has been delightful. Our last performer is somebody who really goes the second mile to get to these shows because she hosts a mic of her own on Monday nights. And when it ends in time for her to get over here, she comes over here and hangs out. Yes, and she raises the bar a little bit just by her dedication.
Yeah.
I would say more nice things about her, but I don't want her to get a swelled head. I really because when you get a swelled head, it's called encephalitis, and that could be brain damage.
Wow.
The last thing I want to do is cause brain damage. I come close enough with the comedy that I do. So,
Wow. The edification that's happening during this show.
That's more like brain trauma.
Edification. You're probably going to want to look that up too on the Google.
Thank you.
But don't get all discombobulated. What? Whoa! Bam! Ding, 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 ding.
Wow, hello, discombobulated.
More zing.
Wow.
Anyway, here she is. Fresh from her other show, Dani Riedel, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Thank you very much, everyone. You know, Mike, you were very, very close there with the medical term for swelled head. I believe it's actually erection.
Hello.
Yes. Now I feel stupid.
You got the first letter right. I don't know how I got the honor of closing out this show tonight, because all I do is come on here and complain about stupid shit, like how much I fucking hate whenever people meet my husband for the first time. I fucking hate it because they always tell me just how attractive he is, like they're really surprised. So I've been thinking, I have officially decided which Marvel character's powers I want. And I've given this a lot of thought. And it's Jessica Jones. I too would like to be able to pound bourbon all day and still be a size 0.
Right. Who's bourbon?
That is the most fucking unrealistic thing that Marvel has ever done, by the way. Okay. Like, do you know how many calories are in the amount of bourbon this woman drinks? Please, I do, because I'm an alcoholic and I used to be 60 pounds heavier. Seriously. God, when I was drinking and trying so hard, because it's a big problem. I have body image issues. I was a teenager in the 1990s and my parents let me watch Ally McBeal. So the damage is done. I'm walking around like just drinking my vodka all day long, trying to get through this, trying to figure out what the fuck to do, just looking at fucking skinny women everywhere going, when are we going to stop calling eating disorders and just call them diets that work? Jessica Jones lives in Hell's Kitchen, which is where I actually hope to be moving next spring. And interesting thing about Hell's Kitchen, when I mention that I'm going to be moving there to people, they often say, hasn't it become really gentrified in Hell's Kitchen? And I just think really, like, in all likelihood, over the course of maybe the past 5,000 years or so, like all of hell has become gentrified. I feel like when hell was designed, they must have given it like a finite amount of real estate. Okay, hear me out. So I feel like people have gotten so fucking shitty.
Yeah.
It's got to be stupidly overcrowded at this point. And like the devil's getting really frustrated because where are you going to fucking put all these people? Like by the time Jeff Bezos gets there are not going to be any nice penthouse apartments left. He's gonna find the one he wants and not be able to get it. There's some 4,000-year-old little Jewish woman there who won't move out because it's rent controlled. Starts calling up God, going like, dude, I know we didn't think the human race was gonna survive this long. And yeah, they're getting shittier. But maybe, like, I don't know, could you maybe make a little room for the adulterers and the petty thieves, like build some low virtue housing maybe? Because I need space for all the politicians and pedophiles and billionaires who don't pay taxes. Oh God. So the other thing that gave me body image issues as a child was watching Disney movies. And I realized, though, that all those princesses, I think, had equally messed up childhoods. And they're all also alcoholics, without question. I mean, think about it. Like, okay, I'm Jewish, right? My mother was no picnic to live with, okay? But, like, Snow White's stepmother resorted to murder for hire. 35-year-old Snow White is somewhere right now, like crying her eyes out, yearning for parental approval, and absolutely shit-faced on Angry Orchard. All those Disney princesses, I bet, have like a trauma survivors support group now. They all sit around and like sip rosé, and I think after a few glasses, everybody just starts beating up on Cinderella because that one had it too easy. I'm sorry. Like, yeah, we all know the story. This poor woman definitely didn't need a fairy godmother, and she certainly didn't need a prince with a foot fetish. Okay, Cinderella needed child protective services. But I'm thinking, like, Snow White's got to be sitting there like, are you fucking kidding me? Your stepmother made you do a few chores. Mine tried to kill me 3 fucking times. And Rapunzel's there like, your stepmother locked you up in the house on the first floor. Ariel's like sitting in the corner, just biding her time, fucking like chain smoking and shit. Kind of like, Cindy, do you know why I smoke? Because part of me still thinks I don't deserve oxygen.
Yeah.
Cindy, do you know why I smoke cigarettes? Because a fucking seagull told me that a pipe was a musical instrument. This has been a goddamn adjustment. See this Hitachi wand over here? I curled my hair with it for 4 months. You think you had a tough time? Please, you changed your dress and your hair for your man. I changed species. All right, that's enough of that. Thank you all so very much. This has been an awesome show. Mike, Chuck, thank you. I'm Dani Riedel. Have a good night.
Yay! All right, Dani.
Woo!
This was great, you guys. I know we're not like quitting, but it's going to be really weird not doing a show every Monday.
Right.
And
one day
I can't
maybe turn your camera on to say goodnight to everybody.
No, I couldn't do that until I got done.
It's your call, your show.
I was dabbing at my eyes with Kleenex.
Oh, okay. All right.
And I didn't want to show that,
Right.
I can't tell you how much I appreciate all of this.
Do you have an emotion?
It's so funny, the things that people said about the show and all that stuff was really, I can't tell you because, I have no personality, but the thing is, I would tell you how grateful I am if I was capable of that. So we got to do one more funny photo, and then as per usual, I suppose we can hang around for a little while and chat if people are interested.
We're doing the Isaac.
Pardon me?
We're doing the Isaac.
The Isaac?
Yeah, from the Love Boat.
Oh.
What the hell is that? I don't have any clue what
You've never seen The Love Boat, Isaac, in the credits?
No, I haven't seen.
Look like James Bond.
He does like cowboy. He does little like
Couple 6-shooters.
six shooters.
He does
There
this.
you go. Yeah.
Okay, that's fantastic. That was a show on TV, I guess. The Love Boat.
Yeah.
Yes, Mike. You have the full CD set. So what are you talking about?
It was a talkie.
Oh, I don't think so.
I believe I'll send it to you on Betamax. What we'll do is we'll do that on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Bam. Look at that. Paula Maddox, we got to do it again. So Paula Maddox.
Oh, she was on a poll. What were you doing on a poll?
Oh, Paula Maddox just got back. Okay,
Right.
so we got to do it again. We're doing
1,
finger pistols.
2,
Picture,
3.
finger pistols.
Bam.
Oh, she had a bow and arrow. What are you doing, Paula? Come on, man.
That was wow. Alan Enlow, ladies and gentlemen. Don't just take the country, take their pride. See if you can steal their soul.
Trying to steal their fucking souls.
That's all right. You will triumph, Paula. You will triumph.
That was something.
So anyway, I want a special thanks now that we're off the air, so to speak. Oh, I guess we're still on YouTube. Anyway, special thanks to Shirley Longshore and her husband for coming.
Hey, the Longshores.
Supporting their son so many times and coming on, and it's great that you came in and you laugh, which is nice too. Not that, let's face it, we're not that funny, but you guys are very supportive. Anyway.
Speak for yourself, Mike.
Okay. Look, Longshore, I'm a trained professional. I live in the country I was born in. Don't you fucking fuck with me, man.
And he's got Golden Globes, so.
Oh.
Yeah, I would say boo and yeah at that. Not just yeah, but boo and yeah.
Booyah.
Complete package.
Yep, the complete package. And speaking of packages, lucky you saved yours from swim class, Bruce. Anyway, this has been a hell of a ride, actually, to be truthful. I've seen a lot of growth in acts that have done the open mic. The only thing I was kind of missing was we didn't have any of the subcontinent contingent on here tonight.
Yeah.
Would have been nice to have some of the, pardon the expression, Paula, Indians here.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Well, they're from India, is what I'm saying.
I understand.
Right. Sukumar.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I'm going to guess you were not born in the United States. Is that correct?
Yes, I was born in India.
And where in India were you born, if you don't mind me asking?
In the south, in Chennai.
Chennai?
Yeah, it used to be called Madras.
Oh, why is it not called Madras anymore?
Because your family bought it, Mike.
They stopped making the shirts?
Yeah.
What?
Man.
Hey, I make a racist remark and suddenly I'm the racist? Wait a minute. I didn't think that through. Did you study in India exclusively or in the United States?
No, I did my PhD in India and then came.
What did you get a PhD in?
Plant biochemistry.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think
and if
what
folks
I'm trying
are
to say is if you need to get some shrooms.
And if folks are watching us on the YouTube, they can see your TED Talk. I'm just trying to segue into saying goodnight to the YouTubes, and then we can chat.
You can watch Sukumar's TED Talk.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, super
Oh,
smart.
I got to check that out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, good night, YouTubes. This was the most fun. I enjoyed putting this on YouTube often. Sometimes
Chuck-
people even watched it.
Chuck does a teddy bear talk, doesn't he?
Yes.
Now you just got to tie the tubes tonight. That's it.
Teddy Bear Talk is my nickname on Grindr. Okay. Mike, thank you. I enjoyed this.
That was absolutely marvelous.
How about a nice round of applause for Mike Langworthy?
Oh, come on. Stop it, every single one of you.
And good night, YouTubes.
You too.